Hi there, I'm Gito. I'm from Padre Coffee and we're at the Padre Coffee warehouse. Today we'll be dialing in our Lucky Boy espresso blend with Breville Bambino Plus and Breville Smart Grinder. Today I'll be taking you through the Breville Bambino Plus. It is a great entry-level machine for domestic. It's got a really small footprint. It's kind of in that range where you want to sort of up your skill as a barista, but it's got all the kind of training wheels for you to sort of get there. But also if you just want it to be automated, it can also do that as well. So it's pretty simple to use. We've got two functions for the espresso shots. So we've got a single shot button and a double shot button. We've also got the steam one, which is this button here. Pretty simple, 3 buttons. At the back of the machine, there's a water reservoir. I would recommend using filtered water. Other cool function with this is the steam one itself. You can grab your jug, and if you want to do it sort of manually, and if you've perfected your technique as a home barista, you can just pull it out like this, like so, and you can steam this way. Or if you prefer just to let the machine do the work, you can also tuck that in with your jug with milk and just place it like so, and it'll do the work for you. So that's a pretty cool function. You can do it yourself, or you can also just let the machine work for you. I'll just go through what's included in the Bambino Plus. You obviously get the machine, you get the portafilter, you get a little milk jug, and you also get a tamper. If you really want to nail perfect espresso at home, a perfect set of scales is key. So we've got here the Archaea Lunar scale, which I'll be placing under right here with a cup to weigh the yield of the espresso. I've also got the Archaea Pearl scale, which is big enough to put a portafilter on to weigh the dose before we engage it into the machine. Today we'll be using the Breville Smart Pro grinder. I have one at home. It can be very versatile. I use it for filter at home, but as you'll see today, we'll be using it for espresso. It kind of replicates what I do with the sort of commercial grinders that we have here. And as a barista, we always grind freshly for each brew. If you want to up your game in the domestic kind of realm, I think this will be the great grinder to sort of do that with. And it works perfectly well with obviously the Breville Bambino Plus. And we'll be sort of using those two today and seeing the advantages of that. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be brewing the Lucky Boy espresso blend, one of the 4 that we have available for espresso here at Padre. It's one of my favorites at the moment. I actually brew this at home filter. It's got notes of like chocolate, almond, hazelnut, praline, and especially if you put a bit of milk in there, the vanilla notes really come out. Got heaps of body, like subtle acidity, and it's like a perfect espresso blend for like a home user. So now we'll be getting into the recipe for the Lucky Boy. We'll be doing that with 16 grams of ground coffee through the Smart Pro. And what we're looking for is 30 grams of espresso out. Its optimum time is about 30 to 36 seconds, and that's when the espresso will be tasting the sweetest. So that's what we're aiming for. And now we'll get into the brew. So we'll start with grinding the coffee. It's 16 grams, so what we're after. So I've already pre-tiered the Pearl scale. So we'll just chuck our dose on here. I'm just distributing the coffee evenly so we don't less chance of channeling. It's slightly high, so we just can grab a bit out to make it 16. Cool. And now we just simply tamp using a tamper and tamp mat. Not too heavy-handed, just enough to make it nice and neat. And then we chuck the portafilter into the machine. I'm going to use my Lunar scale. I've already pre-tiered it with the cup. Now I'm going to press the double shot button to engage and time my brew. So I'm really happy with how that brewed. It looked really good while it was pouring it, and it looks great in the cup as well. Smells great. So now we'll be steaming some milk to go with the coffee using the automatic steam pressure function. Let's give it a whirl. When placing the jug under, we want to place the jug on top of the auto milk sensor, then press the steam button and you just let it do its thing. Now it's done. We'll just gently take the milk jug out. There's a really cool function here where once we clean the steam wand, we place it back to its original position and it automatically purges for you. So you're good to go for the next jug of milk. I'm going to pour the milk with the coffee. Classic love heart. I'm going to have a bit of a taste. That's really good. Lucky Boy really pairs well with milk, and also alternative milks, your soys, your oat. So this is a stronger coffee, which I kind of like. So I've used the double shot button, but you can always split the shot to make it a lighter coffee. There is a single cup button, and if you prefer to use that function, we've created a recipe specifically for that, but you'll just use the same steps as we've just discussed. We'll leave the recipes for the 1 cup and the 2 cup down below. If you've got any questions concerning the recipe or the machine itself, leave some comments down below. Stay tuned for another brewing video using the Bambino Plus. Next time we'll be dialing in single origin espresso coffee. Okay guys, thanks for watching. For more brewing videos, please subscribe to the Padre YouTube channel and we'll see you next time.